Here we are. That overgrown thing there is the foundation of the so-called Aaron Temple. The note on the map said 6 feet under, so do I have to dig up some Nazi graves?
Great. Here I was hoping all the Nazis I'd meet today were dead.
Isn't it a little early for candles?
It's never too early to pay respects.
What are you doing with those candles?
Honoring the dead, of course. They fell fighting for the greater good. True German heroes. Someone needs to make a statement that their deeds will not be forgotten.
I'd better not let on what I think or what I'm up to. If there's truly something here to find, I don't want him to know. Maybe I can appeal to his sick ideology and get him away?
There's some foreign guy bothering a woman.
And they still let vermin like that into our country. That's just sad. If a woman can't handle herself, she shouldn't go out alone. Couldn't happen to you, could it? You look strong and lean. Broad hips to bear many Aryan offspring.
Thanks.
I feel violated. Maybe if I get him on my side or see reason, I can convince him to leave.
You look like you work out a lot.
I do. Gotta do your body proud, right?
Totally. Not competing anymore, but still gotta keep this boxer body in shape.
Nice. But women should be in the household, not competing.
Maybe we can work out together sometime.
Sure, let's call it that. Just let me know when,
Now that we're friends, why don't we go and do something? Together.
I'm sorry, but my duty to our fallen heroes is more important. But I can pick you up tonight, sweetie.
Ah. See you later.
Anytime you like.
Ugh. There's something underneath all this scrub and moss. But there are too many plants. I feel like I need something more than my bare hands to get rid of them. Seems Dorothea has already recovered from last night.
Hey, Dorothea. Good to see you're okay.
You too. Did you shoot the shooters?
No. I punched 2 of them, though, and then everything exploded.
Sweet.
Is this your regular hangout?
No, I'm waiting for some weird musician friends from university. While I wait, I'll plan the perfect murder.
Who's the lucky person?
That asshole over there, lighting candles for the original assholes.
Ah. Well, I'll look the other way when that time comes.
Thanks, you're a pal.
JB is fine as well, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. He wouldn't stop sending me vomit emojis.
I might need your help.
No blowing up things.
Not going to happen. Probably. I need to check out something near the foundation over there. Your future victim. Over there. He's in my way.
Is this a rogue cop and torture genius psychologist team-up?
We will not murder him.
Killjoy.
Any ideas how I could get rid of him?
Have you tried engaging him in a friendly exchange of ideas? Just joking. Try poisoning him. Or lead them here and we can ambush him together.
That might just work.
And I do have a pocket knife on me. No particular reason why I'm telling you.
You mentioned a pocket knife.
Are you going to stab the Nazi?
I wasn't planning to, but now that you mention it... No, I actually need it for less stabby purposes.
Too bad. I would love to investigate a mysterious stabbing with no witnesses. But here you go.
See you around.
Later.
It says there were 2 templates built in 1933. They displayed 11 sarcophagi containing the 11 men who died during Hitler's failed coup. Nazis worshipped them as martyrs. And judging by the guy with the candles over there, some still do. The temples were destroyed. They left the foundations because of the birds and plant life growing on them. That guy over there is observing me with more interest than I'm comfortable with. I'll probably try that later.
You again. Can't stay away, can you?
What are you doing with...
Honoring the they felt someone need...
If they're...
Let's see if you can actually put those muscles to use.
You started without me!
He wasn't moving. So I had to take matters into my own hands. Could you call an ambulance? What are you doing? Dorothea!
You have no idea how good this feels. Justice!
He's already down.
Fine.
You don't want to get in trouble because of this asshole. And could you call an ambulance? Tell them you found a guy passed out.
Wait, where are you off to?
There's things I need to investigate.
First, the weird questions. The explosion, now you're looking at ruins. I think it's great you're doing things again, but have you considered...
Considered what?
I don't know, maybe this is a bit much?
You just kicked an unconscious man. Don't lecture me about a bit much.
Fair. Just... JB and I are a little worried, you know?
I'm fine. But I need to go.
Take care of yourself, Judith. And keep the pocket knife. Sounds like you'll need it.
This guy and his fucking candles. Let's clean this shit up. These lights have better use elsewhere.
There are plants in the way. I can carefully cut them away. Damn it! When will this headache stop? All right, let's see what's down there. This looks a bit like one of those bomb shelters you find throughout Munich. But it's not deep enough for that. What is this place? Oh, damn. Why does this all look familiar to me? This gives me enough light in the dark. All right, gotta follow the tunnel and see where it leads. That must be it. Let's see. What is this room? Some kind of bunker bureau? I read there was supposed to be tunnels under all the buildings the Nazis built. Didn't know they contained somewhat nice-looking salons, though. I remember seeing myself. Ugh, damn that headache again. I remember that man from Oktoberfest. Charlie is his name, I think. And that other man? A voice. Telling me I didn't know things I wasn't worth being told. Lion, fox, frog. That's what I didn't know. And it's all gone. What am I doing with this information? When I look through the lens, I can see, only gibberish. Not sure if those are letters or numbers. I think I did something wrong. There are quite a few files in here, mostly about people who passed through. One of the last entries on this list is J. Schlulein. No surprise there. And this. This feels like the same paper from my grandpa's diary. It's locked with a number code. Hopefully there are clues inside here that can help me figure this out. That's Joachim von Ribbentrop, famously one of the toadiest of Nazi toads. The other person doesn't look like a Nazi at all, though. Or comfortable. But if I had evidence of me shaking a Nazi's hand, I'd also hide it. Or better, destroy it. There must have been 3 pictures here. Maybe the other 2 are prettier than the one that's still left. There must have been... This feels like the same paper from my grandpa's diary. I'll add them to the journal, too. What would the frog refer to? This is clearly my grandpa's handwriting. This is clearly my grandpa's handwriting. Nothing in here. Odd. I should try something else. That doesn't work. This doesn't make any sense. I think they're not connected. I know art is subjective, but this... JB would probably like it. Me? My head starts hurting just by looking at it. I think I've seen this style before somewhere. There's probably a fancy name for it that I don't know. The other person doesn't look like a Nazi. But if I had a... That doesn't work. Let's try something else. I can take the picture out of the frame with the help of Dorothea's pocket knife.
There's a number written on the back of the picture. Probably I can use this code to open up the box on the table. Probably I can use this code to open up the box on the table.
It worked! Let's see what's in here. Looks like an old invitation. Grand opening of House de Const. it says the special exhibition is about degenerate art. Must have been an honor if the person living here treasured it like this.
And there is another page with handwritten notes on it. At first he lay motionless, struck by the cold stone. His bone, bare and yet so approachable. If the frog had never jumped in the end, fate would have been sealed long ago. The lion knows he uses the 3 symbols for his flies.
Weird. JB mentioned yesterday Shaline had to leave Munich when the Nazis took over. So when he had to go, they were still constructing the House of Art, if I remember my timeline correctly.
This implies Joseph hid a metal box in the lower level of the House of Art.
I've got to dig? The House of Art is not my expertise. If I want to be sure I don't miss anything, I'll need some help. I don't see how those... I should ask JB if he wants to come with me. I'd be lost in the art museum without him. And he has a student ticket that allows for a +1, so... He sleeps like a baby. You up for a little field trip?
Where to?
To the House of Art. You like that place, right?
Love it! I've even got a student ticket for it, so I don't have to pay. And you neither, because I can take a +1. Field trip on a budget extravaganza!
Great. Get up and let's go.
I've never seen so many people here before.
They must be here for some sort of celebration. I wonder what's the occasion. Fortunately, no one asked us for invitations. Although it was quite fun dressing up last time.
Hey, Judith! Earth to Judith!
Sorry, I was just considering something.
I could see that. So what are we doing here?
There's something hidden away here. Something I need.
Right. Is this related to those weirdos from yesterday?
Just help me out, okay?
Did you knock someone out again? Don't look at me like that. Dorothea just texted me.
Trust me, even you would have thrown a punch.
So, what is it that you're looking for? Treasure? The Holy Grail? Purpose in life?
I knew you'd be like this.
What? Like, wanting to know why you're doing all this?
Oh, how weird. My brother cares about me. The tragedy.
Ugh. Fine. There's this thing Grandpa Wilhelm was looking into. And it turns out it's this big mystery. All these riddles and whatnot. And now, others are also going after it.
Sounds like some sort of spy shit.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it.
So cool. I'm in.
Taking the wrong lessons from what I said, as always. Have you been to this exhibition before?
Nope. This one is new to me too. These are very cool though, these pieces. Some of these pieces are inspired by old artwork, exploring questions like what do old and ancient works look like with modern techniques, or modern interpretations. Of course, when I say modern, I'm talking about early 20th century, obviously.
Yeah, very interesting.
One day, you'll get it. But thanks for asking me along. I never know if you actually like doing things together.
I've just been busy.
Yeah, busy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Last time I checked, you were busy collecting bottles.
Listen to the pot calling the kettle black.
Ugh, sorry I brought it up.
There's something hidden away here. Something I need.
A hidden treasure in the basement of the House of Arts. Right.
I guess it's under the House of Arts.
Well, with such a neoclassical building, you never know if the floor is old or new.
Maybe it's a good idea to take a closer look at the floor. A security door. Probably has some important stuff hidden behind it. That style. It looks just like the picture in the secret salon. If I want to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow. What a weird painting. This painting consists of several illustrations, but I don't understand what they mean. I probably need to read the description first. Wait, I can't believe I suggested that. I actually hate those. The description reads, Journey of Eternity. Approximately 1500. Unknown artist. This painting illustrates a journey of a secret recipe over the centuries. The first era illustrates the king of India, Zarathustra, and a kung fu master. The king is reading from a scroll and drinking a milky liquid known as Hauma. Legend has it that the king became immortal because of that drink. The second era shows the kung fu master meditating, now knowing the recipe for a drink of eternal life. He carved the ingredients for Hauma into his lower leg. A man is lurking behind him. He then kills him with a stone. The third era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk a glass of Hauma and his female lover is drinking it too. At the same time, a raven steals part of the secret recipe. In the fourth era, a ship is leaving the medieval city of Constantinople. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hands, singing like in ecstasy. We also see a man longing for the bone and a woman about to attack him with a mysterious frog creature. In the last era, we see all of them again, walking in different directions. What a fascinating story. Now I know the chronological order of these 5 illustratings on the painting, I guess. What did the description say about the first era illustrates the king of it? The king is legend. I should try some. Let's try something else. Let's try something. Now, what's that supposed to be? An exhibit for toilet humor? It reads, Bending Life. 2016, Satoshi Nakamoto. Tube sculpture with aluminum alloy. Bullshit. Same style again. What do you make of this?
Oh, that's what you were after? Looks like expressionism. Those people in black and white, they kinda look like nuns. Seems like they're praising this broken bone. The stuff around them, the spiky things, symbolize Mira. Must be a holy relic or something. There was a time when people traded with the bones of various saints. But it's really strange to see something like this depicted in a expressionistic print.
If I want to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow.
Maybe you can help me out. This piece looks very strange.
Isn't all art quite strange to you?
Will you let me finish? This shows some kind of bird with a split tail, right? And around it are suns and bones, and it's carrying a bone as well.
So, you want an interpretation of that? The sun usually represents life, and bones may symbolize mortality, but also permanency. So, my guess would be the bird is some kind of phoenix. They exist in many forms in many cultures. In Egypt, it was called the Bennu. In Persia, Hauma. Not to be confused with Hauma, a bird symbolizing a godly drink.
You have so much brain and you use it so rarely. Thanks, JB. So, I need to take a closer look at these things over there. Could you go outside and make sure nobody's watching me?
You want me to be a distraction? Are you going to commit crimes?
I would never say it like that. But...
Say no more. I'm right where I need to be. Gather around, everyone. Let me tell you a little about the history of this place. Don't worry, we'll get to this room soon. Let me first show you an incredibly special piece right down this hallway.
All right, my brother's making sure nobody comes in. Let's see. Same style again. A metallic door. It's locked. Let's see now. I don't see anything of interest.
At first he lay motionless, struck by the cold stone. His bone bare and yet so approachable. If the frog had never jumped in the end, fate would have been sealed long ago. The lion knows. He uses the 3 symbols for his flies.
The bird represents eternal life. This doesn't make any sense. Still nothing. Not correct. Incorrect.
They're starting to give me weird looks, Juju.
I'd better figure out where I strike next first before I wreck even more of the floor. Granddad is the fox. Who is this map? Not sure if that's the spot. This is crazy. Not sure if that's...
I think I'm still missing something before I can solve this.
That doesn't work. No. What? I should try. I think they're not... I don't see how the... No. I don't see how... That doesn't work. Let's try something. I think they're... Still nothing. Only gibberish. Not... I think I did something wrong. Ugh, this is a pure guessing game.
I think I have something in my possession that will help me solve this.
What did the description say about the painting again? Journey of Eternity. Approximately 1500. Unknown artist. This painting illustrates a journey of a secret recipe over the centuries. The first era illustrates the king of India, Zarathustra, and a kung fu master. The king is reading from a scroll and drinking a milky liquid known as Hauma. Legend has it that the king became immortal because of that drink. The second era shows the kung fu master meditating, now knowing the recipe for a drink of eternal life. He carved the ingredients for Hauma into his lower leg. A man is lurking behind him. He then kills him with a stone. The third era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk a glass of Hauma, and his female lover is drinking it too. At the same time, a raven steals part of the secret recipe. In the fourth era, a ship is leaving the medieval city of Constantinople. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hands, singing like in ecstasy. We also see a man longing for the bone and a woman about to attack him with a mysterious frog creature. In the last era, we see all of them again, walking in different directions. Still nothing. Oh shit. Turning the lenses in this order makes all the lines line up. A Cistercian number. This is another Cistercian number, right? I should be able to decipher it.
Once again, deciphering a Cistercian code, no problem. It reads... 8K. A coordinate, maybe.
I got it! Careful now. It's some sort of metal box, similar to the one I found in the Bavaria statue. Fortunately, this one just opens up. Inside is a stack of letters. That letter looks ancient, and this handwriting. It's difficult for me to read, and the letter is quite long. Best to break it into parts. My beloved Lord, I cry to thee looking for forgiveness, for my sins are grave and many in number. I was unfaithful to you, to my vows and my sisters. I fell in sinful love with a man. I deceived you, but in the end, I deceived him also. In Constantinople, my sisters and I deciphered the text about a holy relic. It probably referred to the holy saint of Thessalonica. So, we have love, betrayal, and some ancient relic. I think I'm in for an interesting read. Today, I wish we had never learned of this relic. But as we did so, did this man, whom I loved and betrayed in equal parts, learned of us and our findings. A man of state, a businessman, educated and handsome. Venerable and tall, like his name, Maximilian Alexander Primus. I fell in love with him, but I wasn't able to protect him. Maximilian Alexander Primus. That's quite the mouthful. For some reason, I think of some Roman gladiator or a Spartan soldier. My sisters and I were supposed to bring the bone across the Black Sea to Europe. I thought Maximilian a Christian man because he promised to help us with this dangerous journey. Later, I learned he had wanted the bone for himself. I nearly helped him achieve that goal, betraying my sisters in act and not just in mind. He showed us a way out of Constantinople, but we were stopped by a young woman, pretty as a picture. And as dangerous as she was beautiful, she and him fought. They fell into the floods during the crossing. We could only save the bone of Thessaloniki, but unfortunately not us. Alright, so according to this, they really did find that holy relic. And there's another person after it as well. Or maybe another lover exacting revenge after this guy ran off with a bunch of nuns? When we arrived ashore, we found ourselves in a country we did not know, with a language we did not speak. We fell prey to carnal lust and could not return to our Italian homeland. We had to separate. 2 of my sisters had become pregnant and we parted ways. My new home is here in Munich. I have new sisters who take good care of me. But still, I fear all the travels and suffering will take their toll soon. I did hold on to the bone that was so important to my beloved Maximilian. After I saw him fall into the waters, I couldn't bring myself to give it up to the church after all. Tonight, I will bury it in a safe, sacred place. I have never quite given up hope that Maximilian survived his fight. I beg of you, dear Lord, I'll gladly endure purgatory if only you spare Maximilian for me. Please, make it so that these pages will find him. He will know what to do. In eternal reverence to you, Sister Bladina. Pages? Plural? But it's just the one, or am I missing something? Somehow, this gives just as many questions as it answers things. Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she brought the bone to Munich in the end. Well, now I can see why Joseph hid this. Just what is going on?
Judith, I better leave. I think they're becoming mistrustful. See ya, bye.
Of course, JB.
Let's try something else. I should trot. Let's try something else. That doesn't work.
I wonder if the nun paintings I've seen in the salon in the House of Arts are somehow connected to the nuns I've read about in this letter.
Assuming the nun's relic and the bone are the same object. And JB said the bird, Phoenix, Hauma bird? Whatever, represents eternal life. That means the nuns brought something with them that makes people immortal. How? I mean, assuming for a moment reality is on a break and all this stuff is possible. I don't see how those two... This doesn't make any sense. I think they're not connected. I should try some... This doesn't make any... Let's try something. I think they're not connected. I don't see how those two... That doesn't work. The relic the nuns found brings eternal life. I should try. I think they're not... No, why? That doesn't work. Let's try something else.
Let's see if I can bring everything together and figure out what's going on. Huh? Something just changed in the other room. I think somebody is about to hold a speech.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since I've had to entertain such a crowd. Last time, I can assure you the uniforms were very different. But that is all in the past that should never be celebrated, never be repeated. Instead, I'd like to celebrate my gift to this museum. When I first heard of this painting, I knew it should be given to the people of Munich. It is an exemplary piece of history, both old and modern. A true celebration of what we are about as a people, as Bavarians. I can only say so many words. Now, it's time for you all to form your own.
That man... I know him. But from where? Ugh, damn, my head again. That headache.
I need to figure out what was going on when I blacked out. And I think this man has something to do with it. And I need to do this right now. Is there something in my possession that could trigger my memories?
The man the nuns encountered on their travels and who wanted the bone for himself. Let's try something else. I don't see how those... I don't see... No, why? I should try... I think they're not... That doesn't work. The mysterious relic the nuns brought with them. Let's try something else. Let's try something else. I don't... What did the description say about the painting? Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she brought the bone to Munich in the end. The relic the nuns found brings eternal life. The man the nuns... The mysterious relic the nuns brought with them.
At first he lay motionless, struck by the cold stone, his bone bare and yet so. If the frog had never jumped, the lion known.
That doesn't work. I should try. Let's try something else. This doesn't... I think they're not connected. No. Let's try something. I don't see... This doesn't... I should try some... I think they're... That doesn't work. I should try... I think they're not connected. Let's try something... That doesn't work. Maximilian Alexander Primus. Or in short, MAP. Is it a coincidence? Or is that bastard that abducted me related to the person in this letter? Or are they the same person? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. I don't see how those two are... Are both of them the same person? Let's try something else. I should try... I don't see how... This doesn't make any... Let's try something... No. I think they're not connected. That doesn't work. I don't see how... Let's try something... I should try some... That doesn't work. Let's try something. I think they're not connected. I can't just call these guys. Are both of them the same person? I already did everything I need to do. I don't see how those... I think they're not connected. I should try. Let's try something. That doesn't work. This doesn't make... I think they're not... I don't... I should try. Let's try something. No. That doesn't work. Let's try something. I think they're not... No. I don't see how the... Let's try something. At first, his bow... If the lion... Let's try something. I should try. That doesn't work. I should try. Let's try something. This doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work. I think they're not connected. I don't see a business card. I should try. A cipher key of some sort. I remember it now. I remember what happened last night. What? Where am I? Why is everything so unclear? But I'm in one piece. And I can still feel my grandpa's journal in my pocket. My mind is too confused to focus on anything else.
I remember. There were candles left and right. There is a matchbox I used to light them.
My mind is too confused to focus on anything else.
There were
My mind is...
Oh, right. Something happened. Somebody brought me here. Did they drug me? There's this strange white powder all over my face and clothes.
Whatever this is, it's giving me a huge headache.
Let's see if Grandpa mentioned anything about this. Oh, something stuck to this page. A sheet of some sort of thin leather. According to the description in the journal, I should roll this up into a cigarette. Huh. Never thought my freaking abuse of smokables would come in handy. A fresh scorpion skin cigarette.
Let's try something else. I don't see how the... My mind is too...
A fresh scorpion... there's this...
Whatever that...
A fresh scorpion...
This doesn't make any...
There were candles left and right. I remember that I used one of the matches to light the cigarette.
A lit cigarette.
If the journal is correct, this should help me clear my head. That's exactly what I needed.
Whatever... What is that painting? If I'm careful, I can escape.
And where do you think you're going?
Charlie, is that any way to greet our guest? Ah, Miss Hartman. So nice to meet you. I'm sorry we are meeting under these circumstances, but I assure you, I don't mean any harm.
You abduct me and drug me, and you don't mean any harm. I hate to see what you'd do to me if you did.
I'd hate to see that for you, too.
What do you want from me?
Your investigation, Miss Hartman. I've been following it with some interest. You're getting further than most people.
Who are you?
My name is Maximilian Alexander Primus. But at some point, my adversary started referring to me as Map. And I suppose it stuck around. You must still have many questions.
What am I doing here?
I wanted to have a conversation. In an environment of my choice under my control.
You abduct people just to have a conversation with them?
I do. Does that worry you?
Just seems a little psycho.
Spoken like a person who doesn't share my life experiences. But now that we're talking, I realize you're a lot further than I'd hoped. I'll just have to move quicker. Charlie, prepare the sketches. We want them there next dawn. And once we're done, destroy everything still here. What else would you like to know?
What do you know about me?
Charlie told me about the events at the Oktoberfest. And I understand that you're currently following Schulein's trail.
What is it to you?
You're dealing with the legacy of people I used to know quite well. Take Joseph, for instance.
How do you know about him?
We go way back. But that story is for another time. What else would you like to know?
I think I'd like to hear that story now.
Understandable. But you're asking me to explain the ocean to a mole. You have no idea what you're even looking for. I don't think you even know the lion, the fox, and the frog, do you? Figures. Let me tell you that Joseph was a thief and a fool of a man. The lame fools will go to protect what they believe is their legacy. Perhaps that's why your grandfather and him got along. Well, before he ruined that, as he did with everything. But, you know, Judith, sometimes it's best to just live your life and not engage with such foolery. You must still have many questions.
What do you know about my grandfather?
I thought I'd meet you one day. Like grandfather, like granddaughter, right? I know he gave up on his quest when family became involved. I told him, you know, if he pressed his luck, people could die. I just hoped it wasn't anyone he truly cared about. It was uncalled for.
What are you talking about?
You don't know? About your grandfather, your parents? Shame. What else would you like to know?
What do you know about my grandfather?
I know he gave up on his quest when family became... I just knew.
Tell me about my parents.
Not so fast. I've already told you so much. I want something in return.
Ask me anything.
Not an answer, an item. Miss Hartman, the journal. Give me the journal and I'll tell you everything.
First, you tell me all these things that raise so many questions. And now you tell me you won't answer any of it until I give you the journal. No, I don't play that game.
Shoot yourself. Just know I can tell you anything you'd ever want to know. Should you change your mind, call me. Charlie, can you ensure our guest returns home safely?
Of course.
So that's what happened. So this man... No, what? That doesn't work. I think they're not. I should try. Let's try something. If the bone gives eternal life, again, assuming this kind of stuff is even possible, the slimy dude could be the same person as the one in the letter. How old would he be now? At least some 100 years, right? That's crazy. He can't be. But if so, it means he was in possession of the bone once and became immortal. But then he lost it. The nuns found it. I don't see how those two... Let's try something else. The bone that made Maximilian immortal. That doesn't work. So, the immortal guy loses the relic that makes people immortal. The nuns bring it to Munich. If I were to believe this is real for a moment, does it mean the bone's still here? In Munich? If this story is true, it's possible. This map guy wants the bone, and for some reason he needs me to find it. Why? Oh, Shaline and Grandpa must have been searching for it as well. And maybe Shaline found it and left some breadcrumbs for Grandpa? But why? I feel like there's a gap. I'm missing some information. Anyway, I start following this trail and I make progress. Somehow, that immortal guy finds out about it. And then he wants me to work for him. Why? He surely knows more about the bone than I do. But maybe not where it is? I must know something he doesn't. My grandpa's journal. It contains the information Map lacks, along with the stuff from Shaline I already found.
This is all such a mindfuck. Like, am I buying into all that? Relics and immortals and a nun and...
Oh, fuck. I should go.
Judith! I didn't expect to see you here. I'm sorry, everyone. I just happened to see a friend I had not seen for a long time. Please, excuse me. As for us, let's go somewhere more quiet.
I'm not going anywhere. Not until I have answers. I found the letter. You got some explaining to do.
And like I've told you, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But first, you know what I want. The journal, Judith. Give it to me and I'll tell you anything.
I'm not giving up my only guide. But I do want answers. I'll make him answer. Map, tell me what's happening here. Because I won't hesitate to be at the end of your very, very long tale.
A weapon? Judith, you know better than to choose violence.
Do I? If you've been paying any attention to me, you know I do this.
Charlie, get the journal. Now.
Where am I? What happened?